All our puja is nothing but receiving and respecting and serving. That's why we say seva, serving. And Ramakrishna says, when I fan the mother, I feel that she is experiencing the cool air. I could see very clearly she is experiencing the cool air. And I could see very clearly she adjusting her sari. He says, I can see she is adjusting her sari. So many beautiful experiences. All the rituals done to the God's one side. The other side, rituals are the rites done for human beings. Especially the Pitrudarpana. I think that is one of the important ritual. This Pitrudarpana is done to give a beautiful farewell or to release the soul from the bondages. When a person dies, let me describe the whole scene, what happens. First, his soul leaves the physical body, then it moves to the subtle body. They call it Sukshma Sarira. In Sukshma Sarira, it stays for a few kshanas. When I say kshana, I don't mean second. In Vedas, we don't calculate time chronologically, we calculate it psychologically. Kshana means gap between one thought and the other thought. If you have lived peaceful life, your kshana can be even 100 years. Your one kshana can be 100 years. If you have lived a restless life, your kshana is not even microsecond, less than microsecond. That is why they say a person who lived a peaceful life will have a peaceful death. Because you will be allowed to stay only for 3 kshanas in your subtle body. The 3 kshana will be decided based on your life, how you lived your life, how long you can manage without having thoughts. Kshana means gap between one thought and the other thought. In our system, we measure time in a totally different way. You need to understand this time concept also. For example, if you are sitting with a friend whom you like very much or you love, you feel in tune, even if 4 or 5 hours pass, even if 4 or 5 hours are over, you will not even know. Suddenly you realize, oh, 4 or 5 hours are over. I don't know how the time passed. If you are sitting with a person who is boring and torturing you, after every 10 minutes you tend to see the watch. You see what's happening, why he is not leaving. So actually time is more psychological. It is not chronological. Here, if you are in the state of bliss, if you are here and now, you will not know how time passes. If you are restless, if you are continuously moving from past to the future, future to past, time will never move for you. That is why we say, for us 1 full year is 1 day for Devatas. Because they are in higher consciousness. The number of thoughts is less for them. They are in more joy and peace. That is why time just flies for them. For us 1 year is 1 day for Devatas. That's why in all Nataraja temples, they do only 6 puja per year. Because they follow the calendar of Devatas, not the human beings. When the number of thoughts come down, time just flies. If you are more restless, time never moves. For people who are in the hell, for them our one day must be one full year. That is why we say eternal hell. Hell is always used with the word eternal hell. Hell is not eternal, but it feels like eternal. Because time never moves. You are continuously waiting, but time never moves. They have too much of restlessness. Actually, the hell or heaven is only based on your mind. If you have less number of thoughts, you are in heaven already. If you are too much restless, if you have too many number of thoughts, you are in hell already. It's not that you go there, you carry with you. Be very clear, we don't go to hell or heaven, we just carry our hell or heaven with us. Wherever we go, we carry our tent, open it and just stay. Same way, we carry it with ourselves. When a person dies, he stays in his Sukshma Sarira for 3 Kshana. If we have lived a restless life, we will stay only 3 microseconds. In 3 microseconds, we will not have time to choose about our next birth. We will just choose in a very opposite way. Just whatever comes to our thought, just like that we will choose. If we have lived a peaceful life, we will have time to look into our complete samskara structure. We will be able to see how we lived this whole life. And one more thing, the moment you leave the body, you will have the capacity or the energy to see your complete life, how you lived. You will be able to have a complete overview of your 60, 70 years of life. If you have lived peaceful life, if you are leaving the body peacefully, you will be able to see the whole structure. You will be able to see the whole life. Then you can decide whether to take human body or whether to stay without body or whether to become enlightened and relax, liberate yourself, or whether to take any other type of janma. You will be able to choose because you have freedom. You are relaxed. I always tell people, live peacefully, don't run continuously. If you are continuously running, you will not have a lounge when you leave the body. You will be again running. Whatever train comes first, you will be put in that and sent. You will not be able to stay there. If you have lived peacefully, you will be able to relax. You will be able to stay there. You can choose. There are many reminiscences of the masters. They say, even 300, 400 years they wait to take the right body. They wait for right parents. They wait for right place. If you have lived peacefully, you can wait and choose your parents, the place to take birth, and the right body, right social setup. If you have lived in a restless way, naturally you will not be able to wait. And one more thing, if we have lived restless way means continuously we are dependent on body and mind. You depending on the body and mind is what is restlessness. You are totally dependent on body and mind. So naturally you can't be without body and mind. So you tend to take some body. You don't bother. You are not interested in waiting. Let us have some body first. Later on we'll think about it. What we should do or what we can do, all those things later on. First let us catch some body. So whatever train comes first, you get into that and start your journey. If you have lived a deep peaceful life, you can wait and choose the next body and take birth according to your decision. Kathopanishad beautifully explains the whole process, how we leave the body, how we can choose, and how we miss the opportunity. How we miss the opportunity also is very clearly explained in Kathopanishad. That is why whenever a person dies, we always repeat the Kathopanishad. Even at the time of Shraddha, the Kathopanishad is repeated. These last rites are done to liberate the soul, to give a good farewell. Actually, if you are continuously bothering about the person, if you are continuously worrying about the person, that soul also can't continue its journey. It is a farewell we are giving to that soul. Yes, you lived with us, really great. Now it is time. You can carry your life, and even though we are not able to digest it, we respect your decision. We are here just to respect you, just to support you in your journey. It is a good farewell. It's a positive farewell we are giving for the departed soul, so that the soul can continue its journey. In every ritual, again and again, rishis impart their knowledge to us. And one more thing, our rishis, our masters, don't leave even a single opportunity to impart the concepts or the truths to us. They don't miss even a single opportunity, whether it is birth or death or naming ceremony or marriage. In every step they give us that knowledge. They give us the wisdom about the life. Even in the Saptapadi, the other day I was telling, in Sanskrit we don't have equivalent word for divorce. We don't have word for divorce because the very concept divorce is not existent. It is not there in our system. In Saptapadi, when you take the vows till the end, till the death, you decide to be together. You can separate yourself only if you take sannyas. There is only two chances, either death or sannyas. No other way, no other permission or no other possibility that you can separate yourself. There is one more beautiful sloka. At the time of marriage, they repeat. Of course, I don't know. In some customs, they use this, all the mantras. In some customs, we have different tradition. But in the Vedic system, they use this mantra. They bless. It's actually a sloka from Tantra Shastra. They say, the 11th year, in the end of the 11th year, let you become mother of him. Let him become son for you. A new dimension of relationship. See, the wife is asked, blessed, to become mother. The husband is requested to become a son. It's a very strange thing. Very difficult to understand. How can wife become mother? Actually, if a real love happens, if a real intimacy happens, women reach the state of mother. She flowers into the motherliness. There are some more deep concepts which Tantra explains. How, when you reach the depth of love, you become more motherly. You become more like a Devi, that's what they say. In the East, women is always called or respected in the form of, only in the name of mother. She is respected more as a mother, because we respect the motherly dimension of women. Of course, only when she reaches that dimension, she expresses the fulfillment. This is a beautiful statement, asking women to reach the state of mother and man to reach the state of child. He needs to come back to the innocence. He needs to achieve his innocence. She needs to achieve the motherhood. That is the purpose of the whole marriage system. Of course, let me explain the Gurukula system, how the whole thing starts. At the age of 7, we are initiated with Gayatri Mantra. Between 7 to 14, we have to continuously practice that mantra. By 14, if you achieve the first experience, first conscious experience or divine experience, you will be asked to study Brahma Sutra, means training for sannyas, training for spiritual life. If you have not achieved the first divine experience, then you will be asked to study between 14 to 21 the Kama Sutra. 14 to 21, the people who achieve the divine experience will study the Brahma Sutra. The others will study the Kama Sutra. The people who study the Kama Sutra will go for the Grihastha life, the Grihastha Dharma. The persons who study the Brahma Sutra, they will go for sannyas life. By that time they finish the Brahma Sutra, at the age of 21, they are expected to achieve enlightenment. If they achieved enlightenment, they will be given sannyas. They will go for the sannyas life. If they have not achieved enlightenment, again they will be asked to study Yoga Sutra. They will have to continue their spiritual practice. This is the way our whole structure is created. Then each one will take their life. Neither a person who lives the sannyas life feels he is unfit, nor the person who lives in the Grihastha life feels he is missing something. Each one takes his own way, his own path. Of course, there is one more chance given for the people who are in the Grihastha life. At any moment, after 10 years of Grihastha life, if he feels he wants to take sannyas or a spiritual life, he wants to enter into the spiritual life full time, if the family agrees, he can take initiation called Vanaprastha Dharma. Means living towards the eternal life. Vanaprastha is not sannyasa. It is living towards the eternal life. Then after the Vanaprastha life, he can decide to take sannyasa. Once a person takes sannyasa, he starts running Gurukula or university for next generation kids. This is the way our whole structure is created. There are so many beautiful things in our rites, in our rituals. We can explore if we have the interest and if we go deep into it. It's a big science, ocean. It is just endless ocean. We can continuously explore.